There's one of the lions there. The lion statues. They used to be at the bridge themselves. You know, at each entrance of the bridge here. But when they redid the bridge, they moved the lions that way. I don't know the reasoning for that, but they did. You know. There's a pirate ship that's usually moored over here onto the left. It's called the Black Raven. And that's where we did the pirate adventure. I'd love to do that again. I'd love to do the evening tour where it's adults. You know. But the Black Raven, she may be out on the water, but let's see, on this end you see the lines are still there on the edge of the bridge. Directly in front of you, that's part of Flagler College, I believe. Now, me personally, I call this restaurant alley because every building down through here basically is like a restaurant. Directly in front of us is Fort Matanza. In the fall and stuff, they have the horse and carriage rides out here. They don't so much do them in the summer because of the heat on the animals. But yeah, Fort Matanza has a lot of history. That's where we did our educational thing last year. But unfortunately, it's also the place for the parking for downtown. So that parking lot is always full. And you see cops everywhere. You see, well, like, sometimes we'll bring the buggy, and we can park over here and walk down to the old store, the first schoolhouse. You know, that's all down through there. The officers' quarters, you know. And this colonial, what's it called? St. Augustine Colonial Experience, yeah. That is a good little tour to do. That's where Josh got to shoot off the cannon in that video. He was all excited. He loved it.
Cane pole. See people.
But that's a good place to learn history. And they have, you know, of course, they're all character actors. There's a distillery. You find a lot of those in here, too. Distilleries, restaurants. And here's the old, I'll have to do that on the way back, show the camera on the way back. But the main gates, the old gates to the city, there's a girl that haunts that, too. And of course, you got Ripley's Believe It or Not on the right, which was actually brought over here and built. You see, it's castle style. The tree's blocking it, but it's built like an old castle. It was brought over from, I think it was built in a style from over in England or brought over from England. But it was originally a hotel, because when Flagler established St. Augustine, he wanted it to look and stuff as ritzy as possible, because he had the railroad coming in, or he had the ships and stuff. Then he eventually had the railroad come in so that his aristocratic friends from up north come down, you know, and stuff. So yeah, that's why you see different styles and stuff. And here's, of course, where we always took the ghost and gravestone tours.
Yeah.
That, you know. But I love the architecture of these old Spanish buildings and stuff down through here. And of course, the Christmas shop. Drive by and show you the old senator.
What?
I said, I don't know if I can drive by and show you the old senator. And I cannot remember the history on that cross out in there. I'm sorry, I can't remember that one, the history. And I know y'all can't see if there's a big giant cross out there. We found it. The Fountain of Youth. There it is. There it is. Back in there. I'm going to pull in here in this parking lot for a minute. Now, this was the original jail. Okay? This jail, see how fancy looking? It's only 2 stories. But back in the heydays, that's all they needed, right? But see the coloring and everything? Flagler had it designed and stuff this way so that when the ships were coming in up the inlet,
Yeah.
the aristocrats didn't see an ugly jail. You know? So he had it set up to where...
There's a ghost store bus.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I can't. Let me see if I can get that on film here. Yeah. This is the ghost and gravestone buses for the bus tours at night. Oh, I didn't know I was zoomed in. There it is. I love the ghost and gravestone tours. But yeah, but that's the old jail. And sometimes, I'm not for sure, the ghost and gravestone tours, I think, still bring you up here to the old jail to do the haunted tour. I have to see it and check in on that. But so the spice and tea exchange. Look at it. Bet you can find some good spices in there. Behind me, so I have to kind of, you can't really see a lot of the there's the line of statues out there. Look
Yeah.
like prisoners.